How do I say goodbye to all that we have, Viserys? You know what I'm saying? The good times and the bad. They made us laugh. And you know what? They outweighed the bad. So it's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. And I'ma always remember you. Here, Viserys, you a real one. R.I.P. to a real one. What you're not gonna do is play with Rhaenyra in front of Viserys. I don't give a damn what's going on, how many arms and legs and heads he done lost. You're not gonna play in his face about no Rhaenyra. That's his only child, okay? His only child with the woman he loves. You know what I'm saying? He got other children, but you know what I'm saying? Let me just help you to visualize and just understand. I don't even know if I could put the picture of what my friend looked like on the screen. He was rotten from the inside, and I know that boy smelled like sauerkraut. He was the same color Vision was when Thanos cracked his Mind Stone in his head. Viserys had left his face in episode 7, honey. Viserys had left his eyeballs in episode 7. Probably had confused himself and had his eyeball probably fell out. And you know when they would go to the small council meeting, they would put that little marble in that little bowl, you know, to signify that the meeting was started. His brain probably had told him to take his eyeball out and put that thing in the little bowl to start the meeting. It was a calamity. It was a calamity on his face, baby, and I just felt so bad for it. I was like, y'all ain't gonna put no gauze in it? Like the wind gonna just be whipping through his head. Like what's stopping? What? I was a nursing major for 1 semester and got out of that thing with a C and said never again. I don't imagine, you know, having just an open orifice in your face is the best way to go. Whoo, it was upsetting me and my homegirls. He was giving me Harvey Two-Face. He was giving me Gus Fring. He was giving me no thank you. Okay, Hey everybody, thank you so much for checking out this video. It's your girl LB. Welcome to my channel Watch With Me LB, where I give you fun, fresh, and funny rants, reviews, and recaps on my favorite movies and TV shows. House of the Dragon, episode 8. This episode was good, y'all. My voice has not returned since I came back from the Saints game yesterday. We're home to W, okay? And I can't, it just hasn't, you know, my voice, it just hasn't come back so bad, witch girl. But we're gonna talk about episode 8 Jack, okay? Because that thing was fire. If you haven't, please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell for the notifications. Like this thing, share this thing. But not with your grandma, because I'm probably gonna curse. Maybe not, maybe not. Maybe I'll keep my composure this episode. I don't know. Watch the video to find out. Episode opens up, we're in Driftmark, all right? And we hear Rhaenys talking about how she hasn't seen her husband in 6 years. Lord Corlys done bounced out, okay? Lord Corlys say, my daughter dead, my son dead, I'm about to go ahead and fight somebody. So now his brother is over there with Rhaenys talking about like, yeah, my brother, you know, he probably, you know, all right. But now we need to talk about who's gonna run Driftmark, baby, because somebody got to do it. And then Rhaenys is like, well, he said that he appointed his heir already, which is one of Rhaenyra's sons. Baby, let me tell you something. That old brother Vaemond, he not gonna hold his tongue and he's not gonna spare your feelings. So he was like, listen, that little boy is a bastard. He not no kin to us. And Rhaenys is like, my husband said what he said. And the brother's not wanting to hear it because he wants to be the one to rule Driftmark. He's a second born son. You know, we got a lot of that going around. It's my right to sit on the throne. And yeah, I would definitely like for you to be like, yeah, brother-in-law, come on, have a seat in the chair. It's gonna be you, my buddy. I don't really need that. And I know if I went over there to King's Landing and said, you know, what the deal was that they would probably be on my side. And then Rhaenys was like, my cousin, Viserys, told y'all that anybody who says that his grandchildren are bastards is gonna have their tongue cut out. So you might want to relax on that. Vaemond was like, well, here's the thing with that, sis. He's not on the throne no more. It's a queen that's sitting on the throne right now. Why we cut to King's Landing and Alicent is legit sitting at the head of the table at the small council meeting where Viserys is supposed to sit. Now, sis usually be coming with the, you know, My Fair Lady ensembles on, you know, the dresses with the frills and the sleeves and the whatever. But now she's giving me Cersei light. When Cersei had that short hair and that small crown, she wore an outfit exactly like what Alicent got on with the two little things with the chain in the middle. Why Alicent over here dressing like Cersei? That's never a good sign, bro. And she has a big old pendant with the star of the 7, right? So she's fully leaning into the faith of the 7 right now, which, as we know, that's not necessarily the best move. But hey, she's high tower down. She has removed all the Targaryen things in King's Landing, all the lions, all the little orgy tapestries, you know what I'm saying? You know them Targaryens freaky. It's a different vibe up in there since Alicent is now technically speaking for her husband. And Alicent's daddy is the Hand of the King. So basically the High Towers are running around right now. Now we over there on Dragonstone with Daemon. I forgot what dragon it is, but somebody's dragon laid some eggs. Daemon is in a little, egg sanctuary getting the eggs, right? Because he wants to put a dragon egg in the cradle with his baby that's on the way. Now, him and Rhaenyra have had 2 children, and Rhaenyra is currently pregnant to go ahead and put it in the crib for the baby when the baby comes. Because him and Rhaenyra been bumping uglies, okay? They having some brother cousins. He goes over there to Rhaenyra. He gives her a note. And the note is from Baela. Baela is one of his daughters that's living with her grandmother, Rhaenys. Baela was there when her uncle came in there with the heat. So Baela giving her daddy the tea, like, daddy, listen. Uncle Vaemond came up in here with all the smoke, and he was talking to my grandma Kreese, and he really wanna, like, he gonna come up in there, and he gonna tell everybody that them children bastards, and he want the throne. Daemon shows Rhaenyra the note, and Rhaenyra was like, well, god damn it. If Vaemond says Luke is not the rightful heir to Driftmark, he means because he's a bastard, that means that Jace is a bastard, which means that he can't be the heir, which means that Rhaenyra done had bastard children and she can't be the heir because she got bad. It's a mess. Daemon is like, well, he don't give a shit what we got going on. He just want Driftmark, but he'll throw us under the bus in order to get Driftmark if he needs to, because that's just the kind of dude he is. So now they gotta go to King's Landing. They pull up to King's Landing. They meaning Rhaenyra and Daemon and everybody. They pull up to King's Landing, baby. King's Landing said, I'm glad y'all made it. They didn't do nothing. Remember when Viserys went up there to Lord Corlys and them house on Driftmark, and Lord Corlys was like, babe, I don't care. It was that same energy. Wasn't no flutes playing. They just was like, y'all here? All right, cool. Y'all know where to stay. So Alicent leaving, and she getting ready to go roll up on Rhaenyra and Daemon. So one of the King's guards tells her, hey, there's something going on over there in your oldest son's house that you probably need to be made aware of. Why did Aegon force himself on a servant in the house? So now Alicent goes over there to the servant, and she's like, man, tell me what happened. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. When she went to go question the girl, I was like, baby, it was nice to meet you because you about to die. And the girl was like, I didn't see him. I just went in there to change the sheets. And the next thing I know, he assaulted her. And she was like, I'm so sorry, panicking. And Alicent gives her a hug, and she's like, basically saying, like, I believe you. I'm sorry this happened, but you gonna have to leave. So I'm gonna give you some gold, and I'm gonna give you this plan BT. I'm thinking to myself, okay, you self-righteous though, Alicent, huh? Everybody got to do all the right things around you. You just get so upset if people tell you a lie. Oh my God, like, but your son out here a piece of trash on the street doing all kinds of horrible, awful, terrible things to people, and you cleaning up his mess. Then where's your self-righteousness then, my girl? Because you don't have it when your son out here doing stupid. Okay, chill, L. Rhaenyra goes to visit her dad, okay? Her dad is bedridden, and he's in his room. So Lord have mercy on me when we see OG Viserys. Y'all, the definition of a ghoul, Ghoul, is like a humanoid corpse-like thing that feeds on other corpses. It just be lurking around the grave, y'all, looking for like corpses and just feeding off the corpse. And the corpse ain't got nothing to give because it's a corpse. Ghoul! I'm telling you now, if the VFX people for this show don't get all the things, something is amuck with the system. That boy look dead. I called him the Crypt Keeper last week. Baby, that wasn't accurate. This is the accuracy of the Crypt Keeper around this time. That boy was great. He was the same color Vision was when Thanos cracked his Mind Stone in his head. How was he alive? Who was preserving him? And why? Rhaenyra and Daemon roll up on Viserys. Rhaenyra's like, daddy, it's me. He's not in his right mind. He's on milk of the poppy for pain, because obviously if y'all saw him, y'all know he was in pain. You already know what time it is with that. Now, before I tell you about the conversation, just one thing I want to mention hit my head. Literally, he ain't long for this world. I've been saying that this ain't but 10 episodes in the season. I'm proud of my boy. He made it through 8 episodes. That's some willpower for your ass. That boy said, listen, baby, you're not going to kill me. I'm going to go when I'm ready to go. You're not going to take me out episode 3. Nah, I'm about to be here. So this is the thing I'm thinking to myself. And I know it's terrible, but these fake people, so I can say that. Viserys, I know his breath was stinking. I know that it was. The way he was breathing, And every time he opened his mouth, you know what I'm saying, his teeth was 1, 2, skip a few. They was like rotted out and stuff in his mouth. And he kept going, I'm okay, puppy. Blue is like, girl, what's wrong? I'm okay, baby girl. I know that's not the right thing. I should have been focused on other things, but you know I'm childish. So Damon is upset. You could tell he's upset, and Rhaenyra is too. But Damon still comes in hot. Like, hey, bro, I know you dying, yeah, but let me tell you what's going on out down here in Driftmark. And Viserys ain't here. He here, but he's not in his right mind. And Rhaenyra is like, hey, let me introduce you to the kids, to your grandchildren. Nah, you know, if it's normal kids, them children like, don't you bring me over there. It's a monster in there. And that's the only time he gonna see them, even though he can't really see. We get a scene with Luke and Jace, Rhaenyra's children. They going down there where they used to be when they would live in King's Landing and would be training with Criston Cole, right? And then they see Aemon Targaryen, the youngest of the king's sons with Alicent, and Criston Cole having like a little sparring match in the courtyard or whatever. And I ain't gonna hold you, Aemon was holding his own. You know, we know Criston Cole could get down. He looked like somebody I would definitely not want no smoke with. And he looks exactly like Daemon, his uncle. Jeez, man, they look exactly the same with the pointy chin, the half up, half down hair. Rhaenyra's two boys are watching Criston Cole, and Aemon actually wins the sparring match against Criston Cole. And as soon as he does that, Aemon is like, oh, what's up, nephew? And right now, I ain't even gonna lie to you. It looked like Rhaenyra and her whole squad is taking L's. Kids taking L's, Rhaenyra taking L's. Alicent's son has the biggest dragon in the world. Alicent's son is a better fighter. I don't know what them children were doing on Dragonstone. They weren't battling, because we saw Jace was getting some High Valyrian lessons, and that's cool. But we also about to go to war. They already know something about to pop off. I don't know what they was over there taking English lessons for. I don't know. But Aemon is nuts. I already know these things. I already know Aemon is violent. I already know Aemon not reptile. And now he giving you BDE, okay? Just Google what it mean in Urban Dictionary, not just like a regular Google, okay? So now we get a quick scene with Princess Rhaenys and Rhaenyra and Rayla, one of them daughters. Rhaenyra and Daemon kept one of the daughters, Rayla, and then the queen who never was, she took Baela because she wants to train up Baela to be the Lord of Driftmarsh and is raising her there for the past 6 years. We see Rhaenys and Rhaenyra at the Weirwood Tree. That was a lot of damn names and stuff. These names are tearing my ass up. You don't even know. And basically, Rhaenyra is like, listen, I need you to back me up, auntie, because this is what the deal is. Like, I loved your son. I didn't kill him because Rhaenys thinks that Rhaenyra had her son killed so she could marry Daemon, even though that's not true. Rhaenyra is going to keep that secret to protect Laenor so he can go ahead and be free and live his best life. I'm fully ready for his ass to pop back up, too, at the right time. She's like, I didn't kill your son. I know what you're thinking. I need you to back me up. I want to marry Luke and Jacaerys to Rayla and Baela. We could get it going that way. And your granddaughter be queen of the 7 kingdoms, and your granddaughter will be princess of Driftmark. We'll just, strengthen up our bonds. I need you to go ahead and back me up, TD. Don't let me down. So now we get a really great scene between Rhaenyra and her daddy. Now, the Crypt Keeper's still in the bed still. He can't get up or his legs gonna fall off. And she wakes him up, which I thought was very rude of her to do. But, I get it for the story. Gotta move the story along. Okay, daddy, listen, hey, wake on up. Babe, I got a question. Do you really think that the prince that was promised prophecy, do you think it's really true? And she's like having doubts, and she's stressed the fuck out because she's like, God damn, like these people trying to take me out. Like they don't want me to be the heir. And yeah, I know I do have 2 little bastard children, but they're my babies, you know what I'm saying? And they still come from me. She's feeling the pressure. I'm trying to be the second born daughter every day, all day. I'm trying to be Solange. I want all the money, all the access. A couple people know me, but not as many people know, me as know Beyonce. And I just get to chill out in New Orleans and go to Mardi Gras and stuff and drink and have fun. And then I get to work if I want to work. And then if I don't want to work, I don't want to work. So she's like, Daddy, you got to tell me, Viserys is in the process of answering her. But my boy brain is like oatmeal, maple cinnamon. He was in it and then he hopped on out of it. And then he just was like, hey, I ain't got time. I got to go back to sleep, babe. From this moment forward, ain't nobody gonna have no peace. So now it's time for the succession hearing. Otto raggedy ass is standing up there talking about, hey, everybody come on in. We got to talk about it. You sit down, sir. First of all, who are you for? You don't even have no position to be up there. Technically, he's supposed to be up there, but I don't like it. Otto starts the proceeding. Vaemond Valerian starts his petition. My brother is out here tripping. He don't really care about the Valerian, like, bloodline per se. He just care about the history books, and that's the Valerian name is living on, not the bloodline. The bloodline is me. Rhaenyra got up and she was getting ready to be like, listen, my daddy had told y'all fools 20 years ago. Before she could really get into her statement, the doors opened to the throne room. And Viserys Targaryen damn near doubled over inside, hobbling down the aisle. Baby, when I tell you the flabbergastedness of me, how? I knew he was gonna be leaving breadcrumbs or body parts along that little walkway. And it took him a good 3.5 hours to get from the back of the room to the throne. I was extremely concerned that when he was climbing up them stairs, that his ass was gonna kill over and impale himself on one of them swords. When he was on his way up to the throne, you know, he was bent over so far by the waist, his crown slid off, because it ain't got no texture up here. It's just all skin, you know what I mean? It slid off his head, and Daemon picked it up and helped his brother up the stairs for him to sit on the throne. And when he sat in the throne, my next concern was that the throne was gonna stab him, because it's been cutting his ass up since the jump. This time he plopped down in that throne and sat all the way back. Child, the throne was like, all right, I'm gonna give you a break. I'm gonna let you live, because I know you about to be on up out of here. I ain't gonna fuck with you like that. I'm gonna just let you live right now, okay? So the throne, he sat down in the throne, baby, and was of sound mind. You hear me? He had stopped taking that cocaine milk and was of sound mind. What's going on? Because we had settled this already. I had said what I had said. And then he was like, if there was any question, the person y'all need to be asking is his wife, Lady Rhaenys. All right, but I should have known, baby. That's why, because she had on a black dress, baby. We laying the lines down with the fashion. If you're sporting the black, it's Rhaenyra all day. That's why I wore black today. If you're sporting the green, then you know, for them other people. My grandson, Lucerys Targaryen, is the rightful heir to the Driftmark throne. My grandsons and my granddaughters are all getting married, baby. So it's a celebration, okay? They betrothed to each other. Lord, why? Vaemond get up there and lose his marbles. I don't know if they had a thing called reading the room back in the year 126, baby, but my guy Vaemond didn't read the room. Not at all. Vaemond said, in open court, you could do what you do in your house, Viserys, but this little brown-haired bastard ain't no nephew of mine, baby. I don't know what you talking about. He not no Valerian, and he not gonna sit on the throne. And matter of fact, your daughter's a whore. Baby, why Viserys took 17 minutes to pull his knife from the sheath and was gonna walk down 45 minutes back down the stairs, take his tongue out, because that was the rule. And Viserys was about that action. What you're not gonna do is play with Rhaenyra in front of Viserys. I don't give a damn what's going on, how many arms and legs and heads he done lost. You're not gonna play in his face about no Rhaenyra. That's his only child, okay? His only child with the woman he loved, you know what I'm saying? He got other children, but you know what I'm saying? Baby, before he could do it, Daemon said, like right quick, and chop the man head off at the tongue. And then Daemon hit him with, he can go ahead and keep his tongue. Baby, don't play with his stepsons. Don't play with his wife like that. Don't play with his brother-in-law and it's an ugly ass mix up of relationships. So don't play with nobody on Daemon's side, baby. Cause you're gonna end up with your head on a diagonal. Otto, told everybody to come on, get together. We're gonna have some dinner. They done brought Viserys in on his throne, like carrying him like Cleopatra coming at you, and sat him down at the table, right? So he can have dinner. And he's still in his right mind. He makes a really, that dinner scene, I ain't even gonna lie to you, that was very, emotional. I was like, damn, bro. Y'all, Viserys gets up there and gives a very moving speech about how, he loves everybody that's at the table and how he doesn't want them to see him as just a king, to which he removes his mask that covers up his unfortunateness. I want you to see me as I am, and we can see that his face is gone. Viserys had left his face in episode 7, honey. Viserys had left his eyeballs in episode 7. Probably had confused himself and had his eyeball probably fell out. And when they would go to the small council meeting, they would put that little marble in that little bowl, to signify that the meeting was started. His brain probably had told him to take his eyeball out and put that thing in the little bowl to start the meeting. It was a calamity. It was a calamity on his face, baby, and I just felt so bad for it. I was like, y'all ain't gonna put no gauze in it? Like the wind gonna just be whipping through his head. Like, what's stopping? What? I was a nursing major for one semester and got out of that thing with a C and said never again. I don't imagine, having just an open orifice in your face is the best way to go. Whoo, it was upsetting me and my homegirls. He was giving me Harvey Two-Face. He was giving me Gus Fring. He was giving me no thank you. Okay, and he says, I want you to see me as your father, your brother, your husband, your grandpa. And y'all got to stop all this stupid shit. We've been doing this for 20, 30 years. And y'all still at it. I need y'all to make peace because I'm about to die. Okay? And I want to go in the ground knowing that my family is going to be there for each other and take care of you. Very much what your grandma said. You know what I'm saying? Y'all kids quit fighting. You know what I'm saying? Get these grandbabies together. Yeah, they got to know each other. Y'all tearing the family apart. And I'm very much like glazing over it, but the Patty Considine called me, bro, because that was fantastic. That scene was phenomenal. And then Rhaenyra stands up and she says, I want to raise my glass to Allison because you really been holding my daddy down. You really been taking care of him. He be drooling and stuff all the time. So then Allison gets up and she says, we both mothers and we love our children, and I know we let that get in the way sometimes. And, I think you are going to be a great queen. And her daddy was like, bitch, you say what? What's wrong? Why would you say that? I don't believe Allison is, now this whole time, Aegon, with his drunk ass, been saying little to Jacaerys, the older one. Because, he's like, hey, I know you're a virgin, bro. Just let me know if you need to know how to sleep with your wife and satisfy her, because I could do that all day. Now, Aegon is married to his literal, legitimate ass sister from the same mama and daddy's sister and had 3 children with her. Okay, so he's trash like through and through. Okay, legitimate, grade A, cream of the crop ass trash. Rhaenyra's kid has been ignoring it. He goes right to Jacaerys' fiance. Don't know which one that is, either Rayla or Baela. And it's like, hey, let me know if you need me to satisfy you because your husband don't know how, he a virgin or whatever. And Jace is like, God damn it, I told you. He's like getting ready to get with Aegon. They kind of break it up. Aemon stands up and Aemon is like, I want to give a toast. It was like he had a choice. He was like, I just want to raise a glass to my cousins. Y'all are so wise and handsome and strong. Why you want to kill the vibe with those things, bro? Kids started fighting, right? And Daemon breaks it up. And there's a quick scene with Daemon and Aemon. Aemon and Daemon is the same name spelled backwards. It's like they looking into a mirror. They look the same. And I cannot wait, literally, until them two go at it. Aemon is looking at Daemon like, do I really want this smoke? Nah, I ain't gonna fuck with it. And then he just walks off. But the time is gonna come. And I'm confused why they're not training these strong boys. Damn, they gonna come at me. I'm calling them strong boys, but I'm talking about. Why they not training these dudes in like sword to sword combat? So Allison goes up to Rhaenyra after Rhaenyra sent everybody to their room, all her crew, Allison is like, girl, I am so sorry. My children trifling as hell. I am so sorry, girl. I can't do nothing with them. Rhaenyra's like, I'm about to just go ahead and go. So Allison is like, no, man, don't go. We just getting settled and I kind of miss you. We used to be best friends. She was like, well, I'm gonna just go ahead and bring the kids home and I'm gonna come back on Dragonback. And so Allison is like, okay, cool. I like that. So they, still trying to make amends even though their kids is batshit crazy. Now, y'all, the time has come. So Allison is in there with him and she gives him some milk of the poppy, because he's in pain and he's growing, spewing that breath all over the room, baby. That breath is probably permeating the drapery in that room. And then also I did wonder why, do they have like royal death robes or something? Because the outfit that they had Viserys in, and he's bedridden, like in bed, is very different from what he had on when he was just healthy and sleep. Like when he was healthy and sleep, he just had on a white nightgown. But now he got on Rick James ruffle sleeves, gold ruffles and shit all over. I was like, why they putting him in so many extra like adornments? He about to die. But she's sitting with him. Now, I want to say this also. She's sitting in the bed with him on the side with no eye. It's gone. It ain't there no more. He says, I'm so sorry. You wanted to know if I thought it was true. My boy Viserys is picking up on the conversation that he had with Rhaenyra 9 hours ago. When she went in his room and asked him if the prince that was promised prophecy, if he thought that was true. He like, listen, let me pick back up where I left off. Because At the time when he was talking to Rhaenyra, he confused her with Alicent. And she was like, no, daddy, it's me, Rhaenyra. And he was like, oh, okay, cool. But Alicent didn't do that. So Alicent is just listening to him talk. And so she's thinking that he's making a deathbed confession. So because he's so looped up and coked out and on the way to go ahead and meet his maker, Viserys is hitting her with, you wanted to know if I thought it was true. And Aegon and the prince that was promised, yes, I do think it's true. Basically saying, yes, I believe the prophecy to be true. But Alicent, because her ass is not the heir, you know, she doesn't know the secret. You know, it's a secret from heir to heir. Her ass ain't no heir there, okay? So she wasn't supposed to hear that. Now, Alicent, all she heard was Aegon, prince that was promised, sit on the throne. Yes, I think it's true. So she's like, shit, say less. He is like on his way out. You could tell, like his breathing is getting shallow. He like pointing that shit in the sky. You know, they say when you get ready to go ahead and go on home, people come down and welcome you, you know, and we can't, you know, the living can't see. We see like a tear rolling down his eye, and we see, you know, the inside of his mouth. It ain't never gonna be a time when I need that. His last words are, my love. R.I.P. to a real one, because I ain't gonna lie to you. Viserys frustrated my soul more times than not. But my guy wasn't, you know, he wasn't cut out for the role. He had more of a second son demeanor. He had more of a Solange demeanor and personality. My man, that throne killed his ass from the time he sat down in it. But my man kept piecing around. He held his daughter down like a daddy should. You understand me? That's how daddy's supposed to be. That's where the episode ends, y'all. And that was a great episode. That was one of my, I don't know, I know it's top 3. I know I said that last time, and then I gotta rearrange my stuff. The acting in this episode, I'm waiting on Rhaenyra to go badass, because Rhaenyra trying to keep the peace and shit. I'm ready for Rhaenyra to be like, man, F all that. I'm about to go to war, okay, with a capital dub, all right? So comment down below and let me know what you thought of this episode, and I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Bye.